and welcome to Seven Waters Tarot. My name is Seven, and today we are going to be doing a topic that I find really interesting. We're going to talk about past life and what you brought with you from your past life and what you're working on now. And then we'll try to look and see if there's any, if Spirit has any helpful tips for you to take with you today. This is a timeless reading, and so whenever you see this, it is meant for you. Right now, I am getting ready to put some incense on for us. I'm just taking out some of the old incense, get ready to put some new one in. So it's lighter up. This is one of my favorite. I saw this, it's called Incense Lore on TikTok, and I fell in love with it because I like incense. I usually just burn the sticks. I didn't know that there was like powders you can use and you can mix and match. I love that. So I've adopted it as one of my things that I do. My must have, my must do. Ooh, don't burn. No. It's gonna burn ahead. Oh, darn. Can never get the lighting right. Alright, so this is gonna burn very fast. We'll just put her over to the side. Alright, so let's get started, shall we? Well, let's move it. Just keep it here. Alright, so let's get started. So basically what we're going to do today, we are going to look at what karma did you bring with you from your past life. And we're going to talk about what work needs to be done to fix it. What are you working on in this lifetime? And we are going to get started. Go ahead and take your pick. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. And we're going to dive right on in. We're also going to be pulling some oracle cards. Oh, let me show you the little closer up of the stones that I have picked. Some are stones. This one, we have this crystal, but it feels like it's weighty like a stone. This is a what color is this? This is gray and cream colored stone. Then we have my river stone that I found many years ago. And then on 3, we have another, I wouldn't call it a crystal. I would say it's more like another stone. And then we have a black stone that has some really shiny flakes in it. Alright, so go ahead and make your pick. Feel free to pause the video. I'm going to get started with pile 1. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, this is going to be your reading. You picked the cream and gray stone spots. It's actually really super pretty. I don't know if this camera is doing any justice, but it is beautiful. I actually love this. One of the things the reason why I picked some of these stones is because I kind of got a feel for the stone. And this stone is really smooth. It has a few like divots in it, as you can see, like here. A few little holes in it. I don't want to say holes, I would say little divots. And when I feel this and touch this, it reminds me, or it's telling me, or I'm getting the vibe that, you know, things are gonna be smooth, or things are smooth. They have little couple of potholes, little pitfalls here and there, but they're not too deep. That things are actually going to smooth out for you. There may be some waves, things that little small challenges, hills to climb and to overcome, but things will ultimately smooth out. All right, so let's see your cards. So the ones that we have crisscross, these are things you don't see. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's look at your first cards. I'm using the Akashic Records, and then this is just the Rider-Waite Tarot, but it's super shiny. So let's see what karma you brought with you into this life. So we have the card Look Out. And we have, which is a major in this deck, this is the Akashic Records. Oh, and Hilarion. All right, so I will admit this deck is quite new for me, so I'll have to look it up. So so what's happening here is that you got number 17, which is about looking out for challenges and think bumps in the road, kind of like your crystal or your rock that I just talked about. Basically, but you're on the lookout for that. You are very aware, and you are alert, and you may be the kind of person that can see challenges before they get started. And what's interesting about that is that you also got number 5, which they're both major cards in this deck in the Akashic Records, and it looks like you brought Hilarion with you. Hilarion is an angelic energy, basically, that is helping you look out and to give you the mastery of how to solve those problems, the mastery of logic and being a detective. And I'm not sure what you do for a living, but it's like you have a very sharp mind. I'm getting heavy Virgo vibes. Research, academics. Um, I don't know if I'm wondering if you know And Hilarion is here to help you overcome any challenges, anything that you need to figure out. He is the master, or this energy is a master. Um, this energy is a master teacher, a master researcher, and this energy also is very strong in academics. So I don't know if you feel called to, you have done higher education, maybe you study on your own, you read a lot of books, but we do have study and research is very, very strong, what you brought from your past life. And for some of you that haven't stepped into that yet, that is completely available to you. This also includes, some of you guys might be mediums as well, because also this energy has to do with mediumship, still figuring things out, researching, You know, you could be a researcher of the Akashic records yourself. But this energy allows, the Hilarion allows for your logic to kick in. You're very logical. You can think logically, critically thinking. You may even be into law or in the medical field. Or you may want to go into those fields because you have such a logical mind. You're really good at research. But that's a very strong energy that came with you from your past life. So you may have been a lawyer, doctor, medium, something to do with forensics from your past life. And you brought that with you here. All right, so let's take a look at your other cards. So these are cards that you may know about. Okay, so the first one we have from the tarot deck is going to be the Ten of Swords, which this has to do with an ending and a new beginning. So right after the 10, we start over in the cycle. And in the tarot deck, and this has to do with your everyday life. So something that you brought with you is being able to complete something. So this may be the cycle in this lifetime that you are going to complete your research, your forensics, like that's your logic, and that Hilarion energy is going to help you complete this cycle. The cycle, and this may even be you trying to research who betrayed, who you need to forgive, because we do have the Ten of Swords and you do see all the swords in his back. That means he didn't see that coming. But it's an ending of that cycle. And you're going into a new cycle. You're completing this karma. And then we have the Lover's card. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I normally don't take reverses very often, but I felt that that was a need. So here we have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, I'm sorry, the Lover's card, and we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So we're completing this cycle of betrayal having to do with perhaps a contract. Not the Queen of Wands in reverse really talks about someone who's not feeling very social, not feeling very, who may have been spiteful or betrayed you in some type of way. They may have been the cause of this. And Hilarion is here to help you kind of resolve this karma, resolve this energy. And I'm feeling that the Queen of Wands could go either way. That could be their energy, whoever that was betrayal, the contract, the agreement, or that could be your energy. But I'm really feeling like you're here to figure it out. Like in the past life, there may have been some heavy betrayal, and you're here in this life to figure it out and then, resolve this karma. What you don't see, oh, well, and we have the Eight of Swords. So, yeah, you may have been blind to this fact in the past life. Someone caught you by surprise. But here we have the Hermit. And you need to go within to find your answers. Spirit is going to lead you to the right answers because you have Hilarion here on your side. This energy is going to help you research these answers within, and you may even meet the person that betrayed you in the past life, and you're here to resolve it. Whether you are the person that betrayed or you were the person that got betrayed, you're going to find the answer in this lifetime. That's what the Hermit card is telling me. Let's take a look at what. Okay, so what needs to be done to fix it? So we have Taurus. So you could be a Taurus. So again, with Taurus, this is practicality, using the practical mind, logic. Tauruses are very logical, very productive, very steadfast. That means it's going to get done. Okay, so then we have Libra. So yes, justice is going to be served. So you need to focus on being steadfast, using your logic, of course, because that came with you into this lifetime. Balance, cooperating, being socially aware, and aware just really pops out. Oh, we have the North Node. Yeah, so this is definitely what you are called to do in this lifetime. And you very well could be, because we have a lot of air on this board, you very well could be a Libra or a Taurus. This is Venus on the board, like, because the Taurus and Libra share Venus. Okay, what else, Spirit? Ooh, and look at this. So we also have the Queen of Wands again. So the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Wands. So that's coming in fast. So in this lifetime, because this is the past lifetime, in this lifetime, you are the Queen of Wands. That energy, which is very much talking about the sensitive side of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is telling me here is that in this lifetime, you need quiet, you need thinking, you like solving, again, here Hilarion, you like solving mysteries, and you may even love the outdoors and grounding and putting your feet in nature. You may be more of a complex personality where you have many different layers to you. You can be outgoing and charismatic in this lifetime. But, oh, I'm getting something too. Like in the last lifetime where you kind of brought with you maybe some timidness, some shyness. You know, you were really into your books. In the other lifetime, you're into knowledge and things of that nature, but you may have been bullied. But not in this lifetime. You definitely have the potential to stand up for yourself. You could be a fire sign or have it in your chart. And it came out with the Eight of Wands. So what So what you send out. Oh, this is so this is so interesting. So and the eight of wands is about what you put out into the world and what you're going to be receiving back, more karma. And karma, when I say that, doesn't mean it's just what you sow into the world and it comes back. So whether it's bad or good, it comes back. It's karma, right? It we I feel like we've like tainted the word karma where it means like, oh, you did something bad, so now something bad's going to happen. That is not always the case. It's you do something good, something is going to come back to you. That's karma. And with the eight of wands, whatever energy you have put out in the world is going to come back. It's coming back in. So with this card, instead of being shot outwards, they're coming back in. So it's even like, imagine a fisherman putting out his net, throwing out the net, and then once he fills his time, he pulls in the net. And that's kind of how the visual I got for the eight of wands. You whatever you put out is coming back. And if there's something that needs to be fixed that's coming back to you, you know, we're gonna get some information on how to fix anything or see what needs to be fixed. If oh, that's too many. So let's see what if anything needs to be. Oh, okay. These cards are just sliding on off. Needs to be fixed. And you know what's interesting? These cards slid off. So basically, they're saying you need to stand up for yourself. This is the Seven of Wands. This is about standing up against the wands. You're already in a high place, or you will be in a high place where you can defend yourself, no longer be bullied, no longer pushed around. But they want you in this lifetime to make a stand. And then we have the Ace of Swords. And then we have, again, the Ten of Swords. So this is what they want you to defend so that we can end this cycle. And this time, instead of being face down, this soldier is face up. So that means you have the potential to see it coming and to stop it. Stand up for yourself, or stand up for something that you fully believe in, protecting yourself. So with this Ace of Swords, you're going to put an end to this. And for some of you guys, this could be, when you get the Ace of Swords, this is clarity. Again, this is what Hilarian's here to help you with your clarity. And your clarity of mind, clarity of thought. And then when you have that, you know what action you're going to take. You know what you're going to do. You know how you're going to defend yourself. You know what you're going to do with this situation. Yeah, this is, again, another ending. Okay, so Spirit, what is... Give me something on the 10. Information on the 10 of Swords. Yeah, healing. So you need to, in this lifetime, end and heal. You're going to be healing this wound. Be watchful. We have wait and see. Be very watchful. Be very mindful. And really protect your peace. Protect your, if need be, your household. But the healing is what you're doing here. Looking within and solving that trauma, that past life trauma, because it's going to end in this lifetime. Your healing is in this lifetime. It's for the taking. And you have the angel Hilarion, or you have this, it's Hilarion energy with you, and you'll be able to figure out your answers, the answers that you need. And it's going to take using the Taurian and Libra energy, and that's basically being very practical, being steadfast, not giving up, you know, being very solid, and then finding balance, you know, making sure you're balancing out your energy, being mindful of your energy, you know, look to balance and have harmony in your life. Whether that means sometimes you have to eject people or situations out of your life to gain that, so that you can heal, because these are the things that are going to help you heal, get to that road of healing. Being aware, you know, expressing yourself in artistic ways. You know, if you know it's okay to be idealistic, but you got to use your judgment as well. And this is going to bring about your healing. All right, pile number one. This has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can get whenever I upload. And I will see you in the next video. Many blessings on your path. All right, so if you chose pile 2, this is going to be your reading. You chose, whoa, the River Stone. You know, things may seem really common or regular every day, or you may feel, or people may see you as something common and everyday, but you're actually furthest from the truth. You are a very, what I got is a solid pillar. You are a very solid individual, meaning that you're either working towards stability, or you are a very stable energy. All right, pile number 2, let's take a look and see what you brought in from your past life. So for you, I got quite a few cards. So there's a lot of things that Spirit wanted to say in regards to your past life. So let's see, we have the Scribe. All right, so some of you guys were in academics in your past life. Okay, so we have the Queen of Roses. So you guys may have been, that picked this pile, someone that was in royalty or very highly thought of. We also have Up in the Air, which is a major in the Akashic Records tarot, or I should say oracle cards. And then we have the Iridescent Moon. And then our last one is Archangel Gabriel. Okay. So with the Scribe card, I'm really getting that some of you guys were in academics, you were a writer, you wrote things down, you may have worked in the royal courts at some point in time in your past life, and that is actually something you brought with you into this lifetime. Some of you may just love roses, and you also brought that very mature, loving, nurturing energy with you. Let me take a look at one thing. These cards are still fairly new to me. So, haven't had a chance to use them a whole lot. Ah, and you guys, oh, so there was a very loving connection for you, a relationship with someone that you brought with you. If you are not with that person, 2 out of 1, you are going to be with this person this lifetime, it seems. So this is about your romance with someone in this lifetime. You guys came into the lifetime together. So the Queen of Roses can be, it can be you, or it can be someone that you know if you are a masculine energy. I'm kind of seeing that what you're going to be solving is this romantic relationship, or this relationship that was ended in a way where others were interfering with your relationship, and you're in this lifetime going to solve this. It seems that in the past lifetime, there were people that were interfering with your relationship. And honestly, if you're, in some type of royal court, no matter what part of the world you are in, people often meddled in, people in the court's relationships, affairs, whatever, because they were, you know, under certain rules and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And so people often interfere. They arrange marriages, things of that nature. And the person that you wanted to be with, it was difficult, to say the least. And it may have gone unresolved because you brought it into this lifetime with you as something that needs to be resolved. Yeah, in this lifetime, it's going to be worked out. Yeah, so it looks like what the Six of Keys is telling us is basically this is a time of abundance for you. Whatever your craft is, whatever you are working on, but whatever your status is now in this lifetime, you're gonna see and feel the increase of abundance. You've brought that with you, and if you don't have it yet, you can definitely bring that into your existence, into this particular timeline. And then with the Archangel, you got 3 majors. So this is a big deal, this energy you brought with you. Yeah, in this lifetime there you've brought with you your expression and the way that you will be expressing yourself to the world. And that your communication skills are going to be on point in this lifetime. And that's what you brought with you, expressing yourself, voicing your opinion, expressing your emotions and feelings, things that have to do with communication. You might be in communications of some sorts, whether it's public speaking, teaching, um, whether you have a YouTube, kind of social media that you're influencing on, whether you are a writer, you're a counselor, things that have to do with using your um, your throat chakra, your speaking, your throat energy, your mind. So basically, what I'm getting is that, especially with these 2 cards, I'm really getting that whatever your niche is, or your career is, whether it has to do with a lot of speaking, whatever you're working on is going to bring you lots of abundance through your projects. That's what you brought with you, your talent. You brought your talents with you. And if you haven't experienced that yet, it is definitely available for you. And one of the talents could be writing, taking, note of history. History might be even a good subject for you that you had in school. Okay, so let's take a look and see what else Spirit to tell us. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, being able to call in that abundance through your projects and the things that you work on, the things that you love. And then we have, interestingly enough, have the Two of Pentacles. And that's basically being able to bring balance to those things as you get abundance. And again, it's Pentacles having to do with money, having to do with stability, your home, things that are stable. And then we have Temperance. And this is really interesting too. It's like finding that balance in this lifetime. You brought that in with you. Being able to find balance, balancing things. You could be the Sagittarian, could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. But balancing, you know, making things harmonious is what you brought into this lifetime. That is yours, that you brought in. And you might have several different things that you have your irons in the fire in. You know, you're multi-talented, because this is what the Two of Pentacles is about. It's about being able to juggle with ease. Is not, he doesn't like he's having a hard time at all. He's with ease, has different things going on, and people might find that entertaining. But for these two to come out, she's pouring in cups, trying to make it balanced and even, right? He has Two Pentacles. So we're talking about getting your, you know, your emotions and your thought processes in check, so that you can resolve this karma in this lifetime in regards to, my goodness, it is so loud. In regards to what you brought. And these are things that you know of and you see. These are things that you don't see going on. Yeah, look at that. Three of Swords. Yeah, that really broke your heart in your last lifetime when people interfered. And, you know, I'm really getting the feel that you were not able to marry the person that you wanted. And in this lifetime, you've come to finish that karma. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, again, having to do with money and finances, because you had them in that lifetime, but that may have been the cause of, you know, the disruption in your life, as far as not being able to choose who you wanted to marry. But you had abundance, you know, recognition, privilege, but you didn't have the privilege to run your marriage or your relationship. But this is you're here for a new start with the Fool card. You are here for a new start, and you're gonna plant and watch stuff grow, and you're gonna be able to have, you know, your cake and eat it too, if you will, your abundance. And that doesn't always have to be financial, which, you know, of course, financials always helps everybody, but that's, you know, abundance, you know, and with your home, being happy, being balanced, you know, and having that, your partner that you are. So I'm garnering that the partner that you're going to have, or that you have, is from that past life. And now it's in your hands to make of it what you will, to do with it what you will. It's up to you how happy you're going to be. It's no longer up to anyone else. All right, so let's take a look and see how to work on this dilemma. And I'm using my vice versa cards, although they are vice versa, but there's no reversals in this. And this thing keeps turning all kinds of ways. Actually, it's just my bad shuffling. let's see. So how are they going to work on it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow, yeah. So you're definitely gonna be completing this in this lifetime for sure. And we have the Queen of Wands. So Spirit is wanting you to be very assertive, very outgoing, charismatic. Use your charm because you got it. Whether you are a masculine or a feminine, you know, don't be blinded. Don't put yourself in a box. Let yourself fly free. Express yourself, because this is the lifetime where you need to do your expressing. And you still, what's interesting is that you still got a queen. It's where you have the Queen of Roses, who's, you know, smart, caring, loving, very romantic. You also have the Queen who gets stuff done. And sometimes can feel a little bit like things are out of your hand, but they really are in your hands. And then we have the Lovers card. Oh no, why did I say Lovers? Oh my gosh, it's a 10 of Cups. Being able to get what you want. You will get your 10 of Cups. And then we have the World, completion, right? Completing this, finishing it, being able to have, you know, again, like I said, your cake and eat it too. You can have your abundance and have your relationship. Okay, let's see what else. Karma, you're here to resolve. Okay, so again, oh, interesting. Okay, so then we have Jupiter, which is about expanding what you have, making it bigger. You know, being enthusiastic. But you have the Queen of Wands, who I would say she's very enthusiastic. She's very outgoing, fun, down to business, leader. And it's interesting because it says on here lectures, and that is, we got the Archangel Gabriel, which is all about communication. So communication is going to be really big in this lifetime for you. Then we have conjunction, see, and empowerment. This is what you're working on in this lifetime. Empowering, being empowered, staying in your power. Queen of Wands is all about her. She knows her power. She knows where she's heading. She knows where she's at. She's very aware. And she is very good in leading people, leading herself and others. And it's interesting because we have the conjunction card with Jupiter, and this card is like, it amplifies, and this is already an amplifier. So you have, if you have not already stepped into your abundance era, okay, your empowered era, this is saying that you have the ability to call down that, or to bring that, you know, manifest that into your existence, to your current existence, because you have two very strong amplifying cards. This card is amplifying that card, and this card is amplifying in general. This isn't about expansion, right? And this is about, you know, making that, enhancing this card. So it's like huge. I can't even express like what I want to say about that, but it's very big. It's very, yeah. So the misery, the heartbreak that you went through in the past life, it can have the potential and will be resolved in this life. All right, let's get what else. Whoa, yeah, and you know, you got the ready card. Be ready. If you are not already, be ready. Be ready for what do they want you to be ready for? Ooh, be ready for a passion. And that could be romantic. That can be just because again, the Queen of Wands is about passion, you know, a very passionate person. And that can be, and that doesn't always mean like sex and romance. It could be you're very passionate. You get fired up about the topics that you care about. And let's just throw a little romance in there. And if it's about romance, it is definitely going to be on and popping. It's going to be a fire, let's just say, a very hot fire. All right, so number 2, that was your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel. Make sure to refer this video to anyone you think might help. And I will see you in the next reading. Many blessings on your path. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3, this is going to be your reading. And you chose the green and peach stone. And, you know, this is really giving me that you're a person of many different talents. Many different talents. You may have a lot of different irons in the fire. All right, so let's take a look at your reading. Let's see what you brought with you in this lifetime. So we have the King of Forces. All right, so you brought in some royal energy with you. And we just had a queen before you. So now we have a king who's actually very grounded, likes nature. And then we have diversity, the 5 of scrolls, and we have add some. And now I love add some, and I'll tell you why in a little bit, but you know, let's take a look at the Queen of Forces. I was just saying in the other pile that this is a fairly new deck to me, so I have to look up the cards that I am not familiar with 100%. Yeah, so in your past life, you are a person with a very powerful energy, very positive, but you had a lot of power. And this could be just in the royal court. This doesn't mean that you were actually king, although you very well could be. You could have been a chief or someone that was in charge of, you know, their society as, you know, a town, city, state, you know, that kind of thing, or not say state, but like, you know, a town or a city, a village. You were the head of that. And it could have very well be a country as well. But you were very, you know, honest and generous. You were in a position of power. And with the diversity card, you had lots of options. You were a very diverse person. And you had a lot of help from spirit as well. You know, with the add some card here, what I'm showing is that, you know, you may have dabbled in a little magic. With the add some, and basically that is a profound word that gets you refocused, and it lets spirit know that you are ready for help. When you add some, you're adding more time, more focus. Let's take a look at add some. I really like this card a lot, actually, about affirming your focus, your strength, being in the present so that you're not distracted. So you were a person that was very focused. And you were a person that knew how to manifest and bring things into your existence. Not just your position, but like being able to, and you were a person that made things happen. And spirit was always there for you, and he's there for you even in this lifetime. Okay, so let's see what we have for tarot. Oh, look at that. Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. Again, just reiterating the fact that you were able to manifest what you wanted. You were a person, obviously, you liked business. Business was your forte. As I see the man here waiting for his ships to come in. This man is a merchant. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And again, just abundance, finances. And because you're so focused and able to bring your goals to pass and be really productive for your position, you brought in a lot of wealth, even for your people, the people that you governed or helped out. You brought in that abundance for them, that stability, that way of life. Like, for example, you were, well, this is male or female, okay, it doesn't matter, because this is just the King of Swords is about that masculine energy, right? And a lot of people equate working and things of that nature to masculine energy, which I have my argument with it, but it is what it is. So, but basically, you were able to like bring in industry, right? For whatever time frame you were in, you brought in the money, you brought in the industry, people to make a living. So it not just affected you, but it affected the people um, that you governed, right? And here we have the Tower card. I'll put that here. So even when things went south, you were able to manifest it back. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Magician. And these are the things that you didn't see happening. So whenever it was just your plain out work ethic, your ability to be a master manifester, it just worked for you and your people. You were a big benefit to your people. You just didn't, you weren't a person that just sat on your throne or sat in power and didn't do anything to help your people. You were all about, helping your people, helping yourself, helping your family, helping your friends. But overall, you helped everyone because of your ability to be focused, like laser focus. So let's see. This is the thing that you brought with you. So that's amazing. Okay, so what work needs to be done still? Let's take a look. What work needs to be done still here in this lifetime? Too many. All right, so we have the Victory that want to pop out here. And basically what needs to be worked on in this lifetime is giving everyone who's involved the credit as well as yourself. Making sure that everyone is accounted for, everyone is thanked, everyone is, everyone knows that they were a part of it too. That's what this Six of Wands is in this deck. Oh. And then we have and also staying clear, keeping that laser focus, being clear in your thoughts and creativity. And then we have the Seven of Swords in this deck. And we have the Seven of Wands for the vice versa card. I just want to take a peek at the Seven of Swords on the dark side. So give me just one moment. Yeah, so in this lifetime is also, being clear in your thoughts. You know, you're going to have new ideas, but being clear and focused. And putting your, basically, in this lifetime, they want you to put your foot down on people who are sneaky and dishonest. And then basically finding out the truth about this. There's a particular person in your life that you need to find out the truth about in this lifetime. And being able to bring some truth and clarity to that, but also stand up for what is right, for what needs to be said, doing and saying what needs to be said, not being pushed over, um, not just glossing over it because you don't have the time, not just turning a blind eye, but actually in this lifetime, um, fixing it, fixing the problem, confronting that person, being brave, stand up for what you know is right, whether that's, for example, an employee that is harassing an employee, or you see them stealing, I don't know, something that doesn't belong. And we have the second house. It's all about assets. So this has a lot to do with, you know, your material world. So the way that you're going to be fixing it also is really taking a look at your finances, keeping an eye on your possessions. Don't get cheated, and don't let someone cheat you. Using your talents. Sometimes people will just like latch on because of the talents that we have, so that they can also benefit from what you come to the table with. Then we have the 10th house. You know, keep an eye on your reputation. This is all about, this is what you're working on in this lifetime. Your stuff, your material, and that's interesting because we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Forces. These are almost the same. The King of Forces is very similar to the King of Pentacles, but this king is more grounded in, you know, nature, and more grounded in things natural. Like, for example, he would be a person that would probably, you know, be a vegan, or someone who raised their animals properly, like making grass-fed beef, things of that nature, you know, organic. That's the King of Forces. And the King of Pentacles is all around abundance, just having, you know, your ducks in a row, having your stuff together, your bank account is where it needs to be, or you're getting there, your house is foundational, you have a strong foundation of who you are. And this is very interesting because we have the 10th house, and that really talks about the career, you know, the things that you've achieved in life. And see, with the 6 of Wands, it's about not just achieving and getting those accolades, but also making sure the people that helped you are also noticed as well. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, so let's see, what else are they needing to do in this lifetime? Yeah, it's about your work. So something to do with your career that you're working on this lifetime as well. And we got a couple more, just a sec. Okay. So we have wait and see, and that to me speaks about patience, being patient with yourself, patient with other people, and making sure that you have time to go within and to solve, you know, to solve temptation. And this can be temptation as far as sexual goes. It could be temptation as far as, you know, whatever your weaknesses are that you try to avoid, you know, that temptation coming to test you. All right, so pile number 3, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell because it'll notify you, hopefully, when I upload again. And make sure to share this with any family or friends that you think that this might be helpful for. And yeah, so we're all through here. Many blessings on your path. See you next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so if you chose pile number 4, this is going to be your reading. And you chose the black and gray brown rock, or I should say stone. And you know what's interesting about this stone that I got, I picked up something beforehand about the stone. It is smooth on one side and rough on the other side, and I feel like that's really telling of your personality. Basically, you may see smooth on one side here, but you have you know, you can definitely be able to defend yourself or stand up for yourself. You can be a little rough, and then if people see the rough side, you're definitely as sweet and smooth once people get to know you on the other side. But you're solid and reliable. That's what I got. All right, so let's take a look and see what you brought into this life from the past life. This is my Akashic Records tarot deck. And let's see here. And you had the most cards that came out, and we have initiation. So you could have been a very spiritual person. This is also a major card in this tarot deck. Initiation of Saint Germain. So you could have been very well an ascendant master in the past lifetime. Look at that. Akashic Library. Yeah. Interesting. And the Akashic Library is all about writing things down and putting them in the Akashic. So when you write things down, it's said to, according to this deck, that it goes into the Akashic Libraries. And the journey, seven of roses, the journey. So I'm like, I kind of got like a Buddhist monk traveling. We have the 7 of scrolls, sands of time. Wow. And then we have the muse, number 15. Oh, this is new for me. I don't know what the muse is, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But it's beautiful though. It has cherry blossoms, and what is this? Some pillars. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. But let's talk about the journey. So basically your life was about in your past life, self-sacrifice. But not just that, like taking note of the world, learning from the world, traveling, going on to boats and seeing the world basically, and also teaching others. And I'm just really getting like monk vibes big time. And you may have done some, kept a journal or a diary where that is also now in your Akashic Records. You have 3 major cards in the Akashic Records. But with the journey, yeah, I just see you like journeying necessarily. And, you know, you were given a certain amount of time to do so. And you went on your pilgrimage per se. That's what I'm kind of getting, right? Someone who likes to study, who's into academics, someone who likes to research. But I'm really feeling like you're the kind of person that wanted to basically, oh, drop my top. Basically learn, take your book knowledge and actually see the world for itself. and you were given a certain amount of time. And I'm not sure if this time frame was from spirit or just from your elders. Let's take a look at the muse though. I don't know what that is. But I know what a muse is, but I don't know how they are using it. Yeah, and you were very okay. So this is about being resourceful and inventive, creative. Yeah. So this is about being creative and gaining insight and creativity and um, inspiration to do what you did, to maybe to be a traveler. You know, you had your reasons, and it brought creativity to your life. Okay, so let's see what else. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you didn't do a lot of resting, that's for sure. You were out and about, you know, maybe you were teaching others and you just enjoyed it so much and that you didn't rest a whole lot. But it did bring about some money, and whatever you did that was creative brought about that money, so you didn't have to like necessarily starve or things of that nature or depend on others. What you did, your teachings, brought you in money, and that's what you brought with you into this lifetime. Yeah. And then we have the Seven of Cups, and that was in reverse, and this is what you don't see is you know, this is a card of choices. So if it's in reverse, you know, it's really talking about not having a lot of choices, but still making them and taking them. That's what I just heard. So that you can go on your adventure. You'd make things happen. All right, let's see what they want you to do in this lifetime. So we're going to use my vice versa deck. What are they working on in this lifetime? Okay, so we have the Lover's card that came out. And this is really talking about balance. So it looks like in this lifetime, you are meant to have a partner where you didn't you may not have had a partner in the last lifetime. You brought that with you, that singleness, but they're saying in this lifetime, it's time to find you a partner. Interesting. Okay. Find you a real partner, like your other half, your twin. All right. And then let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. And then we have the Two of Wands. So there's a very good possibility while you're traveling in this, because you brought that travel bug with you in this lifetime, while you're traveling or seeking travel or wanting to travel, go on vacation or whatever it is, you are you're going to be traveling in this lifetime. Then we have the Star. So with the Star card, this is telling me that you are going to definitely, if you are single at this moment, you know, it may have been really tough but you're heading towards a breakthrough in this lifetime. And you're going to be a powerful magnet. And everything's going to fall into place. Things are going to, all the pieces are going to be in the right places so that you are, and it's going to be like a lot of synchronicities so that you can meet your person if you haven't already. And there may have been a person that you cared deeply about in your last lifetime, but you were not able to marry. Yeah, and you're going to have a lot of help from your higher self. All right, let's get some more tea. So what else? More information on what they're working on and some solutions. What is pile 3? Oh, okay. So we got, wow, okay. Got a lot. All right. So we have the 3rd house. So we're going to be working on your perception, the way you see things, the way others see you. And you could very well be on social media because this is the social media card. Then we have Uranus. So you're going to be revolutionizing the way you think, the way you do things. You know, going from single from the last lifetime to meeting your person in this lifetime. You have the card of beauty and love. You have the Venus card. And this is about basically harmony and romance, being very charming. You're going to be like magnetic, draw people toward you. And then foundation, we have roots. Yeah, foundational type of stuff. Your family, making a family, you know, building a home with this person that you are going to be meeting. Interesting. Very nice. Okay, and what else? So, wow, you were like a, you know, single as a Pringle in the last lifetime, but not this lifetime. Again, you know, this is funny. This came out in all 3 piles. Wait and see. It is going to happen. Then we have work. That also came out. So you might meet this person at your job. You know, Spirit saying, wait and see. Don't be in a hurry because it's going to happen. You know, while you're waiting, being patient is going to happen. And we have divine feminine. So you very well may be a divine feminine for this masculine coming in. And if you are male energy, this is going to be the girl or the person that you are going to want to. Oh no, I said pile 2, didn't I? This is pile 4. But this is okay. So yeah, whether you are a stop. Okay, so whether you are divine feminine or you are a masculine, this is going to be your divine feminine who has gone through the singleness in last lifetime and being divinely guided to the partnership in this lifetime. All right. Okay, so pile 4, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, so pile 4, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And make sure to hit that notification bell if you felt that this was, you hear my dog wolfing in the background. If you feel that this video was helpful, make sure to let everybody that you know. And other than that, many blessings on your path, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.